everyone, and welcome back to the Sam and Billie Show with me, Sam.
And me, Billie, and by popular demand, our beautiful mum, Suzy.
Hi, welcome
everyone.
back, Suzy.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is an episode dedicated to you, Mother.
Oh, thank you.
Popular demand from our listeners. And seeing as it's Mother's Day, we thought we'd make this one all about you, Mother.
Oh, thank you.
Starting with
Oh, God,
something
here we go.
really funny that we spoke about recently. The night of your birthday, not so long ago, and no, Billie's birthday.
It's my birthday.
And you got camera happy and posted a video of yourself, main feed.
Oh, when I done that show for Billie.
Yeah, the 4-minute video, main feed on Instagram,
And it was
Honestly.
and singing, and you done a forward roll. And you know what's really funny, right? That night
Please.
she had such a bee in her bonnet about posting it. I was like, "Why do you need to post it, Mum?" She was like, "I'm posting it. You watch. You wait and see. I'm posting it. It was like she wanted to prove a point."
No, but the funniest thing was, obviously I did delete it, not till 5 o'clock the next day, because I was owning
You
it.
let it get some views.
Yeah, I was owning it.
I got about 170,000 views, right? For me, that's
a lot.
loads.
That is a lot of views.
And the
I
comments,
bet you did.
but all the no,
Yeah.
but the comments.
Here, get on Susie Wells's Instagram if you want to laugh on a Sunday morning.
It was.
Yeah.
But every comment was so positive. Go on, go Susie, go on.
Yeah,
but
it was harmless.
It was brilliant.
But
I-
then you must the
But I
fear was
couldn't-
creeping in.
No, what it was, I spoke to Billie and I said to Billie, and she said like, "Oh, you know, it's up to you. Keep it up." Like it was inoffensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It
It was
It was
inoffensive.
me after a few drinks,
but
doing a
first
bit of
of all-
interpretive dancing.
First of all, I actually made out to Mum that Xanthi, our manager, had been on the phone and had asked Mum to delete it.
That's what she said to me.
I said, "Have you spoken to Xanthi?"
And I was like, "No, what?" She said, "Oh, maybe you should delete it because it might not be good for your profile." But I thought I was fully clothed. I wasn't swearing. I was just a little bit
Fully
tipsy,
clothed.
doing some interpretive dancing and a few forward rolls and
Yeah, it was
side leg.
harmless.
No, the side leg kick was the best.
Well, no, because I woke up to it and
That
I
one.
thought these have forgotten about this. Because
Yeah.
I was up super early and I thought they've completely forgotten this has
No,
been
and
posted.
actually you forgot because I stayed at yours that night and the next morning I
I
went,
did actually,
"Mum,"
to be
I was like,
honest.
I
"Mum,
did.
Hold my
look,
hands
you
up.
posted it," and you was like, "What? I posted what?" And that's like the fear, isn't it? I haven't done that for a while actually, where you know, like sometimes after nights out and you think, "What did I post on my story last night?"
Yeah, well, that hasn't happened for me for a while, but I know exactly what
Yeah,
what
that
happens.
feeling. No, that was fine. But you did. What made you delete it? Officially decide to delete it in the end?
Well, because I think what you'd planted the seed in my head that I know Xanthi hadn't said it, but maybe she might have been thinking it and
As we
didn't want to say
ruining
it.
the family brand.
Yeah.
Christiana's gone
Yeah.
AWOL.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny, really.
Oh, it was funny.
So, Mum, what would you say is the best part of being a mum? Like, we speak on this podcast quite a lot about the fact that we're Irish twins.
Yeah.
Like, when we say, you know, like, I mean, what, like, a lot of our listeners are interested to know, like, was that hard? Like, bringing us up so close together, only 11 months apart.
But also as well, you was a single mum when we
Yeah.
were babies. You was
Yeah,
on your own.
But
with us.
no, I always say the age gap I had with the pair of you was so much easier than I think with the age gap that you have had with
Back
like
in.
Paul,
Yeah.
Rosie, Nelly and Arthur, because you wasn't even walking when Samantha was born. And then it was just still nappies, you were still having bottles, so I was making, everything was sort of flowing.
Yeah.
And obviously, then gradually, then you sort of come off the bottle. But you were both, I was so lucky, you both like fed well and you both slept well. And I think like women who have children close together or who have twins or triplets, etc.
We'll probably agree with you.
With
that-
a routine is like a
Yeah.
must with
Key,
that.
yeah.
It is key, and I know
And then
like
they feel
sometimes you
done.
break your routine.
And I guess
but
we get to like 3, then it's like, right, well,
Yeah.
that's it now.
you was both sleeping through the night about 6 to 8 weeks. When I say through the night, from night say a midnight
11,
feed,
yeah.
midnight feed till 7 in the morning.
See, that's
and as you
half
know,
the
sleep
battle.
That's
deprivation
crazy.
is the hardest with
You were
when
so
you have
lucky. We
babies.
were such good babies.
No, you was.
I don't think I've asked you this before. Who was the easier birth?
You was.
Second baby.
Second baby, yeah.
And also,
Billie was
this
very
is a question actually.
difficult.
I don't know if you told me this. Was we back to back?
No, you wasn't back to back.
Me and Billie both had back to back with our
Yeah,
first,
no,
didn't we?
no.
Yeah.
You was neither of you were back to back.
So how long was Billie's labour?
Billy's labour was 48 hours.
Jeez.
And it got to the point where I wanted to get out of the bed. I kept feeling like I wanted to go to the toilet. I was on a drip by then. I was on a monitor.
Yeah.
And they was considering
C-section.
a C-section.
Oh, emergency
And I said to the
C-section.
nurse, I've just got to go to the toilet. She said, you don't need to go to the toilet. I said, please. Like, you felt like I didn't want to
Yeah.
obviously go toilet in the bed.
But that was that Billie coming down the canal, basically.
Yeah, and I remember her like sort of wheeling me up in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
saying to me, "Are you going now? No, you're not going to go. No, you're not going to go." And then obviously, like I went in there, I didn't go to the toilet. Then she wheeled me back, and
Billie
I had
fell
this.
out in the toilet.
Yeah, gave birth to
Nearly.
Billy in the toilet. Then I said, I can't get back in that bed. And I remember there was like this, it's almost like a sideboard in like with all like medical bits and pieces. I said, I just can't get in that bed because I'd laid in there for so long. And I remember just leaning and sort of squatting a little
Yeah,
bit
that's a good position to be
and
in.
thinking, oh my God, like this is it. And then like, it took me up, like I laid in the bed for like 36, 38 hours. And then she started coming, like obviously,
It's
like
definitely
the.
like how you
It is
position
bad,
yourself, isn't it?
really.
Like why they
I mean,
let
now,
you lay for so long.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
now, I mean, I'm going back 32 years. Then when you sort of first come into labour, they kept you in hospital. Now,
You
you
go
go in
home.
and they say, "Oh, go home, come back in 12 hours," which I think is a little bit frightening as a first-time mum.
First-time parent, yeah.
Because,
Especially
you
if
know,
you're
you
not
don't know. You
nervous.
might get home and all of a sudden things can speed up. You don't know. Everyone's bodies are different.
So
So,
different.
I
you
think
know,
that
you
it's
could...
actually quite bizarre, isn't it? How, because like things can change
Yeah.
in like minutes.
Yeah.
you know,
How long
in
was
labour.
I?
And then they keep you... And I was in hospital about 4 days after I had Billy, where now
they
you
keep
sort
you
of...
in until you're latched and everything.
Yeah,
don't they? It's very
and that
more-
was, but then I got a little bit emotional. I wanted to get home. I didn't
Yeah.
like, well, no one likes being in
No,
hospital.
all
but
you want to do is be at home with your baby.
but with you, I came into labour New Year's Eve in the morning. I remember about 8:30. And I thought, well, I'm going to sort of have this. I'm going to be at home,
home
as
till
long
it
as I
gets more
can till I know
intense, yeah.
to that point. And I remember having to drop you to Nanny Liz. Because obviously you was like 11 months, so I dropped
Still
you.
baby.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
baby. So I dropped you to Nanny Liz, and like Bongo was with me, and then we went to the hospital. Got to the hospital about 5:30. Then I had you at 10:25 that night.
Oh, it was your New Year's Eve surprise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
31st
I had you
of
that.
December
I know,
1990.
That is
and that was
mad.
your. I had a little bit of gas in there.
Yeah.
With Billy, I had that pepidine. I don't know if they give that. I don't think they give that anymore.
I think they do something similar.
And that just sort of
Something
it doesn't really do much. It just made me be sick in labour,
Sick,
to
oh,
be
yeah.
fair. But then
horrible.
with you, I had a bit of gas in there, and yeah, you popped.
Out you pop.
Are you excited to have another one, Mum? Another grandchild?
Oh, you meant another baby? I thought, no chance of that happening. Yeah, I can't wait. Honestly, I
We're
can't
gonna
wait.
have 5 grandkids.
I cannot wait. And obviously this time you're going to be further away, so you've got to give us loads of notice
I
to
will.
get
When
there.
I- when I start
I've
feeling
watched,
the
we've
feeling.
watched all of the
Thinking
4 of
that
them
the
be
other day,
born, so I
like, we
can't
need
miss
to
this one.
Yeah, you need to seriously give us some notice.
Also,
Yeah.
I need to write. You know, people write a birthing plan.
Yes.
I sort of. I mean, I don't really need to. It doesn't need to be too kind of detailed, but I will as soon as I start getting the twinges. I will obviously call you both because I feel like this one could just be really quick. Because
Really
Rosie was
quick.
only 6 hours.
Yeah, third
This, imagine if this
baby.
one was like, you know,
Yeah.
3
And we
hours.
need to get on that
Fly out.
motorway with plenty of notice. 'cause
Yeah,
you
I
never
will
know.
do. I'll let you know. And at least it's at home, so it's not going to be no trouble getting in the hospitals.
No.
And,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So you can just
Course,
drive
yeah.
straight to mine, straight through the front door, and
Yeah,
I'll be
no,
like,
no parking.
Yeah.
I'll be pacing up and down doing my breathing.
Oh, I can't wait.
And then with
literally.
Rosie and Paul, have you decided you're going to still...
I'll just have if it's a school day, they can go to school.
Yeah.
But, like I'll just have them at home.
Have
but
them at home,
I won't
yeah.
necessarily have them when I'm pushing, but they can. I'll just have them in the house. And as soon as the
Around,
baby's
yeah.
here, a bit like what happened with little Paul. So he was around. And do you remember when I was pushing with Rosie, he wasn't in the room.
Yeah, but
then
you've
as
got to
soon
remember-
as Rosie was born, he came out.
They're going to be a bit older now, though, aren't they? Because Paul was
I think,
only...
Yeah, I think it's
Don't
nice.
want to traumatise them or anything.
No, I won't let them see
say.
down below. But then I don't think they'd care. Like you see, so many families have.
To be
home
fair,
births
you
with their
didn't make that
kids.
much noise either with
No, I'm not
when you
like
was with Rosie. You don't.
like dramatic.
No,
no, there is
Yeah.
that little bit of that groan that all women
Yeah.
get.
And that's like a mooing from within,
It
isn't
is.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a deep sound that you can't.
You couldn't
stop.
even do it.
Isn't
You
it
couldn't even
funny
do it.
how
Yeah.
you get that? Try and do it. Can you remember it?
No, I don't know. It's like
We'll
a...
have to.
No, it's like
Paul does an
a...
impression of it.
Yeah. It's like a new sound that your body makes when
Yeah,
you're in labour.
it's out of your control. Definitely.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Mum? Boy or girl with me?
Boy.
Boy. Billy, do you still think boy?
Yeah, I do still think boy. Yeah, I do. I did have a bit of a weird feeling the other day though, because I was thinking about it and I was thinking, what if we're all wrong? And what if she's having a girl?
That'd be a real surprise for all of us, won't it?
So you think
Did I
a
tell you
boy,
that I
don't
wanna
you?
get
The
to-
thing
I wanna
is,
get some
it's
fireworks.
50-50.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's only 50-50, isn't
know.
it? So it's not. It's like
We were. Did I tell you, Mum, that we wanted to get? I'm gonna get blue fireworks and pink fireworks.
oh yeah, you must. You better start like.
So when the baby's born,
To let
them
off on that
Yeah,
day.
that would be
that's
amazing.
let off which one is which, just for us, like celebration.
So obviously I've spoke to Paul and Rosie about it. Paul wants a brother and Rosie wants a sister.
Yeah, Rosie's decided though recently she doesn't mind if she has another brother.
Oh, that's
Ah,
good.
Yeah, but she says that
and you think you're having a boy, don't you?
What does Paul think again?
little Paul.
Big Paul.
He thinks boy. I didn't have a.
Isn't it weird that we all think boy?
For the first sort of 4 or 5 months, I really didn't actually know what I was going to have at all. I didn't really have any inklings or clues because Paul and Rosie, I carried the same. Recently, when I look at my bump, it is, I don't know, there's a couple of little things that just made me think it's a boy, and I've had a couple of really vivid dreams. Other than that, it's like you're saying, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, with you two, I carried differently.
Exactly.
So you and you're both girls. So
Girls.
it's,
But then I carried Paul and Rosie the same, boy and a girl. So
Yeah.
they're just all, it's all
yeah.
nonsense, really.
It
isn't
is, yeah.
It is once the baby's
Yeah.
born. Yes. Mum, have you got a celebrity crush? Male crush. We spoke about ours last week. Mine's Mark Wahlberg, and Billie's is the guy from Peaky Blinders.
Tommy Shelby. So, but what would you say like now is your type? I think I sort of know. Like if you had to describe your type, personality and looks,
someone who's funny.
like yourself.
Yeah, someone who
sense
can take
of
a joke.
humour.
Good sense of humour.
Yeah.
I don't.
What about look? Naturally, did we speak about this before?
Yeah,
in the
Mum, you
podcast?
sort of go for like a Turkish looking.
Yeah, Turkish, like European look.
Yeah, I quite like a little bit ragged. I would
Yeah.
say.
Have you
Turkish, like Greek, like that
Have you
kind
got
of
a,
tan skin, dark hair, bit of
like
a
Jeff?
beard.
Like Jeff.
And Jeff's a family friend, guys.
Yeah.
No, this is a point. Have you actually got an open working dating app going at the moment?
No.
She was on Raya.
Yeah, that was really good. And what happened to Raya?
Well, because everyone that contacted me lived in New York, Paris.
So you put the filters, can't
Milan.
you like eliminate certain...
Yeah, of course you can. I don't think Mum knows how to use it properly.
We can do it like as a radius of like, I don't know, 100 miles from your house.
Yeah.
Maybe not even 100. You could
no,
do 30.
really, you want like 30 miles, don't you? 40.
40. If we was going to do a bio, we could be like grandma of 5.
They run a mile.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Grandma.
Maybe we don't
We're
mention
getting no
we've got
dates
5
with her.
grandkids.
No. Nan of 5 likes interpretive dancing. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. Is the wildest and in the style celebrity party.
There's plenty of this. We've got some really great bullet points for your bio on like
Oh God! No
dating
wonder
app.
I can't get a date.
Actually, talking of
We should do
dating,
it.
I'm going to put this out there because we've been saying it now for the last couple of years. Mum has to do celebs go dating.
I know.
Or first dates.
Well, and because my friend Anna's
Or
on
the
there, she's one of the
undateables.
girls. Anna's
What?
the,
Oh,
you've got
what?
to do it.
Undateable.
Undateables, really.
No, Mum, celebs go dating. That would be... Mum, you would be perfect.
Yeah, because what's his name? Lineker went on there, didn't he?
Oh yeah, Wayne.
Wayne went on there.
Wayne Lineker. And also, Eureka Johnson was on...
Oh, I loved.
just on, and she's
I
really
loved
good on
watching
it.
her on there.
On a serious note,
Yeah,
do
she
you
was
want?
really
Would you
good.
go on there because we can put you forward?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think, yeah, maybe.
It's quite a big time commitment, but
Yeah.
you just have to just say that's it, you're doing it, and like
Yeah.
you just
Would you
have
snog
to.
anyone on there? Do you know like someone from Snog? And would you do
Oh,
that?
after a few drinks.
Snoggy Sue.
Really.
No, because you know, Mum's
For
obviously...
anyone that doesn't remember, Mum snogged someone in the sea on Billy's Hendon,
Oh,
got packed.
and we woke up the next morning.
Oh
It was all
my
on
God.
Daily Mail online.
That was, and
Oh
that
my
guy was
God.
actually quite good looking
Oh,
as well.
I'd
Like,
really-
Didn't
bad.
she snog when we went Manchester or something like that as well?
No, you was
No.
just singing it on the train.
Snoggy Sue strikes again.
No,
That's
but
what we
Mum
were
had
singing.
snogged. Mum did
You
snog
snogged someone again in another situation.
No,
Yeah, we did.
at your 30th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's not
That's it.
mention that, please.
We won't go there, but yeah, you snogged one of the
One of
party.
the film crew.
Yeah, you snogged a party guest.
um,
Oh,
Harmless
God.
snog.
but also, you know, obviously,
You're single.
we've got Greg and I have got the Haven House charity event that we're throwing coming up.
Oh
and
yeah, Mum's up for
Mum is
auction.
up for auction again.
What are you going to start at? Oh, Louise is doing it. Oh, she'll get
Louise
loads
is
of money.
doing it, but also we said maybe we got to put something in there that you didn't offer last time, like,
What would
They
that
didn't
be?
offer a cheek.
like a kiss or
What
Okay.
about?
Yes.
Yeah.
a date.
You done the date,
I
didn't
done
you?
the date
Done
with
the
Johnny
date.
G.
That was a bit of a cheat, though. Johnny
was,
G's
'cause he's a
Johnny G's
friend.
like a son to you.
I didn't ask Johnny G to bid for me, and when
No,
I
it
said
was
to
legit
him,
because he
"Why
paid
did
and
you?"
won you.
Yeah, it was all legitimate,
But
but
it wasn't really a date.
well,
he's like-
Well,
a-
I'm hoping that we've got some big tables, groups of like different businesses and stuff. Hoping that you're gonna.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there like any men more like Mum's age?
Well, there'll be plenty. Yeah.
maybe you could do like almost stream it like live, and you might get more interaction.
That's really difficult, though, isn't it? To do that.
Well, like live
whilst you're-
bidding.
Yeah.
Well, if you're up for doing another one,
Well-
you can do that on a separate occasion.
Here we go. She's up for doing one every week.
Yeah.
It means getting a
Dogging
date.
our mum out to get some money in for charity. She's really taking
Listen,
one
at least
for the
it's for
team.
charity.
It's all for a good
Oh,
cause.
no,
It's
you
all
know,
for a
but
good
them
cause.
That'll be
children.
interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I think that will be interesting to see whoever does win you. I think should like pick you up. Do you know when they like pick you up on like in White Chicks? Do you know when he wins?
Yeah.
When he wins the day,
Yeah.
and he
What are you saying?
It's
picks
again.
her up, and he's like, "Well, still like what, £1 million cash."
Yeah.
And he's up in front, and then picks her up, and she's like, "Ooh, we need to do that." Well, whoever wins you needs to pick you up,
Yeah.
take you back to their table.
Yeah. But I suppose you've got to be careful,
Yeah,
haven't
cash.
you? Who it is might be some strange person.
We can send security with you on the evening if you
Yeah,
feel comfortable.
well, like
you
used to,
remember
like
me-
last time.
Yeah,
when
we
we
spied.
spied.
I'd love to spy
Brilliant.
again. That was great. It was funny, Monks. We had Jack Joss on here, and she described you as the wildest at the In the Style parties.
Well, I don't know. I think I've seen a few other wild people.
They are
Everyone
quite
has their
wild.
moments.
Yeah.
Don't they, and them in the style. I think Jamie always goes pretty wild at them, doesn't he?
Yeah,
As
I
well.
love Jamie. Brilliant.
Susie Clangers.
Oh, got quite a few
Susie
of those.
Clangers from over the years. Well, I think the most recent one has got to be
Yeah.
when we was in the Maldives and you
Oh.
went up to
Melanie
Melanie
also.
I know,
Pratt.
I love Melanie as well. I don't
That-
know what
that
I was
a great
thinking.
one. That's up there with top 5, I
You
think.
can make me whole again.
But the thing is, why would I even start singing to someone?
Yeah.
Really? That was
You was all in the vibe in the moment.
You were
was
just like, yeah, you was
excited.
all happy on holiday and
Yeah, no, but she did forgive me because she messaged me because I messaged her like when we left and she messaged me back when she sent me a voice note and saying, "Oh, don't worry, I've done loads of things like that before."
Yeah, she did.
She was so
Yeah.
sweet.
Funny.
Yeah, really nice. But I was like quite in awe of seeing her. But equally so, she was like, "Oh my God, it's Nanny Susie," and I was like taken
Yeah.
back, thinking like this little
Yeah,
old me.
She watches the show. and
Yeah,
she's like,
she's lovely.
Do you know what
really
else just
liked-
come to me?
really
Remember when we
like
was
her.
in the Maldives, me and you came to meet for my birthday. Do you remember? You
Yes.
flew out after Christmas. And do you remember when you asked, who was it for a picture? And he said no.
Oh, the Gallagher brothers.
Gallagher, yeah, which was it? Was it Noel?
No,
Liam?
no,
No,
no.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
I
but-
remember, didn't he knock on your door once?
I
He
opened the
did.
door to him.
Yeah.
I was in my
Yes.
towel with like a.
He knocked on our
I just
door.
got out the
He got the wrong
shower.
door.
They had the villa next door to us.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, you know, you open the door. It's one of them moments. And I
Yeah,
went,
like-
oh, hello, and I had a towel round me and like
But
a
I
head
didn't
thing
know that Mum
on.
come running into me going, that was Noel Gallagher.
And she knows. She said to me, "Did you drop your towel?"
yeah. I did. Oh!
That's
but,
so funny.
but no.
But what, so did you ask
No,
him
he
to
was
go-
lovely. He was ever so polite. Then
He was.
myself and Smith, we got on a buggy. We was going.
I don't know what we was doing.
We got on a buggy with him.
Mum went, I really want to get a picture of
We
him. I went,
took
"Where's
the
that?"
kids back to Paul, and we was going back
Back out,
out.
yeah, so
Paul was going
I-
in early, and we was going back out for a drink. So we took Rosie and pull back.
So and Mum went, I really want a picture of him, and I went, let's just ask him. When he can only say no, and he did.
How did he say no?
No, he just said.
He said, "Look, I'm on hot," but I understood
I can't remember
really.
what the thing was. He was fine, but
He was like,
No,
but
perhaps
wait,
he didn't want to know to let anyone
No,
know that
he
he
was
was
on the
there
island, I don't
on
know.
the island or whatever.
But it
I
was
don't know.
funny because.
well, how did he say? So what did you say?
Well, I just said, "All right."
No, did you say, can I get a
As he
photo?
got off the bus, I
No,
went
but
like
did
that.
Mum ask-
Yeah, she went. Then she went. No,
Did Mum ask him for the photo? Did you?
Did I say?
I
Can I
think-
get a picture? Can I
think-
please?
You said
Yeah,
my mum
would
wants a
have asked,
picture.
wouldn't she? I think I went. Can I please get a
That's
picture of you and my
thinking.
mum? Yeah.
What? And he said no.
He was walking. He went. I can't remember what he said now. It was quite a while ago. He basically said no, but I think
He
was
wasn't
like, I'm on
rude.
holiday. Like, do you mind if I don't, or
Yeah.
something like that?
Oh
No, he wasn't rude or anything.
He should have just
to be
got one
fair.
though. It was only us.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing with it, was it? It was just a fan picture.
Yeah.
Fan girl.
Yeah, no, but to be fair, I got a picture. Rita Ora had a picture with me that holiday.
Yeah, it was all out there, wasn't
Yeah,
they?
they were lovely. They was
Sienna
all so
Miller, There
nice.
was loads of them, but he wasn't up for it. which is
Jamie,
fine.
I love Jamie. She's good stuff.
So we've got, actually, which is quite funny because there's been a lot of Wimpy chat since I posted my
yeah.
Bender in the Bun. Everyone's like, Wimpy, keep posting me. They've retagged me. and
What?
re-
No way. So,
Yeah.
So what are you going to say about?
you can say Wimpy. Did you do a black card?
Yeah,
Free
we get any
Wimpy for a
freebies,
year.
please, Wimpy. There's been a lot of promotion on
Yeah.
it for free.
What are you
when
going
you
to say?
used to work at Wimpy.
I used to run the one in Upminster.
There we go. Talk about this. Yeah.
All my mates used to come in on a Saturday. I was only about 15, 16, but the guys who had the franchise there, they were both like gamblers.
Yeah.
And they
So
loved...
was hardly ever there, was there?
No, they was up in... There was a pub called the Yeoman they used to go in, and the bookies nearby. And it was myself, Auntie Samantha from Bongo. So I was the cook.
Oh, what, all three of you worked
Yeah,
in there?
Bongo was the waitress, and Auntie Samantha
is
was
jokes.
cleared up and worked in the
like
Me, you,
kitchen.
and Fernie
Yeah.
and Embassy.
Literally, but I can't believe at that age.
You was running the Wimpy.
the Wimpy, literally. Only like used to do Saturdays and like a couple of nights after school.
So
And I remember I used to get
It's still mad
£6,
that the menu is still the
£6
same.
on a Saturday, all,
£6,
all
yeah.
day.
What do you even do with
Work
that?
all day on a Saturday and tips. And
so if you was the chef, Mum would know how to cook us a Bender in a bun.
of course, they're
Oh,
deep
we were
fried.
talking about this.
Yeah,
They
but is
just-
it in
they
like a
deep-
ramekin?
They
Oh,
deep
how
fried.
How do they get the Bender?
They're cut
bent?
like that, and then you just put it in, and it just where they've got all the cuts in,
It just
they
circles
naturally
round.
circle round.
Yeah, but how does it
How's
stay
it cooked?
circled round when you're cooking?
It's cooked. It's deep fried. It's the worst
This is
thing
like
to
a
eat.
Q&A on the Wimpy. I'm working
It
in the
is.
Wimpy.
Can we just,
Literally.
Wimpy, can you just invite
But
us
everyone
down to one
loves
of your
it.
flagship stores so we can see how it all works?
What, so you deep fried
Get
the
Susie
sausage?
back behind.
Pardon?
You deep fried the sausage?
You deep fry the sausage, yeah.
But they still do that. Do you think it's
Well, they
changed?
did in my day,
Oh, see,
but
we,
I would
we,
imagine.
we had a little...
We thought they put the sausage in a ramekin.
in a ramekin and then we thought they
Ramekin.
fried it on like a grill.
No, that
could
went
be
in
It's
the
real
crispy
now,
on the
though.
outside and soft in
Yeah,
the
that
middle.
went in the fry. No, the ramekin with the hole in the bottom is almost like like a pastry cutter. That is what you put the eggs in.
Yeah,
So
so
you,
the
you have like a big hot plate and you used to crack the eggs in that.
Oh, yeah.
I used to quite enjoy it. I used to stink when I used to get home on a Saturday
I
night
need to get
though.
Mum in there one Saturday
Yeah.
afternoon. With big
Yeah, no,
burgers.
it is. We did have some laughs.
We'll
All
get
that-
you a PA down at
But
the
now
local
you can
Wimpy.
imagine
Yeah.
all our mates used to come in on a Saturday and like, used to
Freebies.
like, we
Yeah.
Knickerbocker
The
glories,
freebies.
not on
Yeah.
the bill.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is really funny. So we've got some questions.
Yeah, ask us anything, but this time it's ask Susie anything.
Questions for Susie.
Oh, God.
First question is, if you could do any reality show, strictly I'm a celeb, Dancer on Ice or anything, which one would it be? Celebs go dating.
So let's go dating.
Let's go dating.
I think
Strictly.
Strictly, because I'm so stiff and it'd be a miracle if I wasn't the first one
But you know
thrown
what would be
off.
so good about Strictly is that you, like, not to be horrible, but you can't dance. So could you imagine? Could you imagine
how it is.
Just putting it out
No,
there.
but imagine if you'd done it and then you ended up being this amazing, unreal
I
dancer.
know, well, that's what I'm saying.
like,
It-
You
you
could
learn-
do all your interpretive dancing.
Yeah.
it could be a possibility that I could end up
Right,
an
okay,
amazing
so
dancer.
Strictly.
Strictly, that's a good one. What's on your bucket list? Have you got anything on your bucket list that you want to tick off this year?
Yeah, I'd like to go and do a bit more travelling.
Well, hopefully we get to all go to Capri in September.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I've definitely
So that
taken
was
news
our
to
30th
That
birthday
would be
present.
present, so I've still got
It
that,
hasn't
obviously.
happened yet.
Yeah, we need
ready
to do
for
that.
yous when the babies. We'll
Yeah.
probably take the baby with
Yeah.
us now.
We will
Yeah.
have to take the baby,
Yeah.
but it will be fine.
Yeah.
He or she will just be
I
sleeping.
do like to travel.
Okay, that's a nice
Yeah.
one. And what
A bit more
about
travelling.
who was the hardest to look after, Samantha or Billie?
Billie.
I was about to
Sorry.
say I know the answer. to
Sorry, you
this.
was.
Why
Samantha
was I? Why was I the hardest?
I don't know. You had to,
What, across the board, across all ages?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
there wasn't even a
about it.
clause where
Yeah.
she was easier.
Yeah, I think Samantha only once as a teenager upset me. That was
When I went out drunk in Romford.
Romford, yeah. We always had this
Yeah.
conversation, Romford. It was a no-go and
have my
she
phone or
switched her
something.
phone off.
What sort of things did I do that was badass?
Yours was like, not
More
really
like attitude teenage.
attitude,
Yeah.
like in the house,
In
like
the house.
thinking that you ruled the roost, like, you know, having...
Yeah, see, if she gets that with Nelly, then she's having a
I
taste of her
do.
own medicine.
I'm
Yeah.
getting that at the moment, and she's only bloody 7.
Yeah, no, you did have
a
some
bit of
bad
teenage
attitude
attitude.
sometimes. Teenage attitude.
Attitude.
Yeah. And you and Fern, like, when you stayed on at sixth form,
Yeah, there was a terrible, the gruesome twosome.
they
wasn't
was. They
Yeah.
just used to do what
But
they
it
wanted.
was just silly things, though. Like, I don't know, like, we were just stupid.
Pranking, like ringing
Prank-
up their friend's dad and all that and
I know,
pretending.
we said about that before.
Yeah,
Pranking.
literally.
Their Friday nights would be dedicated to pranking their friends' dads.
No, what about the time we was throwing wet toilet roll at the tree cutter? Like, that's really
Oh, yeah,
bad.
that's really naughty.
Yeah, hanging out Fern's bathroom window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was stupid,
Rebels.
stupid teenagers. Last question. What's the best thing you've been able to do since being in the spotlight?
I think lots of opportunities, like with the filming we've had, haven't we? Trying out different things.
Yeah, like
although-
different, like events and stuff. Some
Yeah.
of the events and like
Loved that. I
award
mean,
ceremonies and
when we done the breast cancer, which was amazing, and saw Paloma Faith, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Live, that was
Yeah.
she was amazing.
That was really good, actually. I remember that.
Yeah,
And the
lots,
night we had that's the night we
like
had
stuff
everything.
like within the style, like
Yeah.
doing my
Well,
own,
you've had your own
collection,
clothing collection.
yeah,
getting to support some really good brands and that, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, there's been lots of like things which wouldn't have been achievable, I suppose, if
yeah.
if it wasn't like in the public eye. But
You could probably do more as well, but it's so hard because I know what it's like because you're not really that into Instagram, and I think Instagram is really hard to run as like a business.
Yeah.
But you could probably like do
yeah,
so
I do.
much
I do
more.
need to do more on Instagram.
I know. I keep thinking
it's
that
just-
myself though recently. It's just
Do you know what my problem
quite
is?
hard.
I take so many photos and I have stuff to post, but I just can't be bothered. Like from
Yeah.
the weekend,
I think
I've
it's
got
quite
so much...
time consuming. I know it
It
sounds
is.
crazy, but I
It
think it is a
is.
little bit time consuming.
and like I've stopped
sometimes.
myself from just doing that mundane scrolling because I just think actually like there's so much more I
yeah.
could be getting on with than
It wastes
scrolling.
time, like
Yeah.
It does.
and you can get into a real rabbit hole with it, can't you? Like,
Yeah.
just,
I
like,
know.
clicking on things and clicking on that. Yeah.
I go through like these stages where sometimes I'm like really like on the social media for like 2 days and then I'll be off it for like 3.
Yeah, I'm useless.
I need the
sometimes.
consistency.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Need some help.
I'm not consistent at all.
No.
Like, some people that I follow consistently post like every like stories all across the day of their whole day.
Yeah.
Everything looks great. Every photo, every video, they look great. And I just
But I
think
think
that's
have
not
they-
achievable.
No,
for
but I
me.
think have they got time to do that?
Well, this is it. I don't have like.
I
I can
don't
be
know.
like 2-3 days in and I posted a
That's
story.
why
and
on like a Monday morning I'll do like a photo dump from the week before because
Yeah.
I haven't had.
I
really
quite like
chance.
those though. Them,
Yeah, like a little. This is what's happened last week because it's hard. I think.
Yeah, I've got loads of pics and videos from the weekend that I just haven't. And I think they're actually they're
Do a
good
photo
fun.
dump.
Yeah, I should do it.
So what we all doing for Mother's Day?
Going out is a bit of a nightmare.
No,
isn't it?
It's
Samantha
hard with the
doesn't wanna go out
kids.
at
Well, that's the
moment.
thing with all the kids wanting to play and giggle and
We're
have
better
fun.
off doing something at home.
Yeah, I think so. A bit of nice lamb or something.
Yeah, having a
Nice
nice
lamb.
roast
Nice shoulder
dinner.
of lamb,
Yeah.
slow cooked.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
we should
put
do
my
something
feet
at
up.
home.
Yeah. Yeah,
we
because
should
we're
do
all
something,
mums now. Because
actually.
before, like, it was just obviously spoiling me, but now obviously you're mums as well.
We're all mums.
All
yeah.
mums, so we've got to
Let's
be
have
spoiled.
a little think, but it would be nice to get
Maybe get
together, 'cause I haven't got any
get Paul
plans.
and Greg to cook dinner for us.
Yeah, set them a challenge.
Yeah, that'd be actually
Yeah.
quite good.
Yeah, because really a roast isn't that hard.
No, it's the
Meat
easiest
can go
dinner.
in
it's
for
the
hours.
You
easiest
know what it
dinner
is
to
with a
cook.
roast? What I find it's just the prep
Timings.
and the timing and
Oh,
like
and clearing
it's
up.
like an all day. I think it's an all-day dinner, right? So I'm like,
It is, yeah. But I think
checking.
if they're making dinner, they can tidy up as well, because that's a big part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that is actually.
They'll probably make it and go, here, thanks,
Yeah.
girls. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can tidy up all
do the
imagine
boring
mess they'd
part.
make.
Oh my God, that's the only thing, isn't it? When you
Yeah,
leave
I'd
them in
rather
control.
cook it myself, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it was lovely having you on,
Oh,
Mother.
thank
Yeah.
you, ladies. Always a pleasure.
We would definitely have you back soon. Well, we need to think of something else, don't we? We need to get Mum back on.
Well, I suppose we can get Mum back
oh,
when you've had the baby.
yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
I might have to get Mum to stand in on 1 or 2 podcasts.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's true.
Once I've had the baby.
Yeah, that's true. Having a little rest.
It could be the Billie and Sue show.
Or we
Yeah.
can we could bring the podcast to you.
Yeah,
We could bring it to you at home.
definitely. Oh, thanks, Mother.
That's okay. You're welcome.
Thanks, Mum.
And don't forget, guys, you can watch this on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, my words. Follow our Instagram, DM us, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.